Hi, I'm Max, the founder of Klar. I started Klar 5 years ago after scaling YFood as CMO to 100 million revenue. During that process, I was looking for a reporting tool but found all available solutions insufficient. There were either one-size-fits-all solutions that are not flexible enough to cater for more complex business logic every brand doing a few million in revenue requires, or took away too much time and resources to set up. Plus, they all treated data in silos, but I believe you need to approach things holistically. It's not just about pushing some vanity metrics, but building a profitable business. And to do that, you need to optimize holistically. Customer acquisition, retention, and profitability all need to be analyzed together. To accomplish both of these things, I started Klar, the single source of truth for e-commerce brands. Today, we work with over 1,000 brands like Honey, Loop Earplugs, Aunt Angels, Wild, Sunday, Teveo, and many, many more. But enough talking, let me show you what Klar actually looks like. And first, you connect all your data sources. We can integrate any data source and extract the entire history of data. The magic happens with what you can do with these data sources. As an example, you can create different views for different markets or configure currency conversions, data filtering, and data cleanup, all possible. Plus, you can configure your variable cost structures, like cost of goods, which can even change over the time for the same product, or logistics costs, which can be dependent on the shipping country, the weight of the package, or the number of picks necessary. And even overhead costs for salaries, agencies, softwares, and really anything else. Plus, you can customize your marketing channel structure so that it reflects how you operate. There are virtually no limits to what is possible. But don't worry, onboarding with Klar still only takes a few hours, plus every brand gets an onboarding manager that guides them through this entire process. Now that Klar is set up, let's look at some of the reporting. First, there's the daily overview, which contains all important metrics you need to control on a daily basis, comparing targets to actuals for things like net revenue, marketing cost, contribution margin, and customer acquisition costs. But also more advanced metrics like the ANPR, which is the contribution margin of your new customers over your marketing spend. So as long as this number is greater than 1, you are profitable on new customer acquisition. The daily overview, like every other report in Klar, is available for every store view you created in your account. Up next, Klar generates you a full P&L, going from gross merchandise value minus price reductions and discount codes to gross revenue, minus returns and taxes to net revenue, minus cost of goods to contribution margin 1, minus logistics costs and transaction costs to contribution margin 2, minus your marketing spend to contribution margin 3, and then minus your overhead all the way down to EBITDA. And the beauty here is that this data, like all data in Klar, is available in real time. You don't need to wait for weeks for your accountant, but you can optimize for bottom line in real time. Plus, this structure is fully integrated into Klar, meaning every report can be broken down on margin levels, like our cohort report, which shows you how you retain and monetize your new customers over time. Instead of just looking at revenue, you can also look at contribution margin, which tells you the real lifetime value of your new customers. But even those numbers can be broken down further, so you can identify what channels, products, countries, tags, and even post-purchase survey answers generate the highest LTV customers, so that you can focus your marketing on the customers that actually drive bottom line. All of these things then integrate with our proprietary first-party marketing attribution. Here you can choose from different models like last touch, first touch, and U-shaped models. But most of our customers actually work with our marketing max attribution model, which gives you the most complete picture of the effectiveness of your marketing by factoring in things like how much time the person actually spent on the site, the amount of touch points that happened in the journey, discount codes, and post-purchase survey answers, but also modeling the awareness that is being generated by an ad, even if it doesn't result in a click to your site. It gives you the most accurate view of what is really working. One of our customers that was doing around 50 million revenue, for example, was able to reduce customer acquisition costs by 30% within 4 weeks by shifting budgets based on this model. That's a complete game changer. And this data is not just available on a channel level, but also can be broken down to a campaign, ad set, and even an ad level. Plus, instead of just being able to look at revenue, any metric like new customer performance, margin structure, and even lifetime value of the acquired customers can be analyzed. And our user journey report visualizes how customers jump from touchpoint to touchpoint and across channels, giving you full visibility of the customer journey. Also, with our browser extension, you can see the performance of each ad based on class attribution right in the ad managers of Meta, Google, and TikTok, where you're making your media buying decisions. No need to constantly switch between tabs. Plus, the attribution data also feeds into our creative report, which pulls the ad creative from the platforms and shows you soft metrics like CTR and hook rate, and the hard metrics like revenue, orders, and new customers based both on platform data as well as class attribution. And there's a whole lot more, like our influencer report, which shows you the performance of each influencer across any metric, as well as helps you to identify what type of influencers perform best and allows you to build a highly profitable influencer playbook. Or things like our product relationship report, which shows you what product people buy together one after another. Super valuable when building new customer offers or building email marketing flows. So these are just a few of the things that Klar can do and should have given you a good first overview. Whatever question you might have, Klar will have the answer and will allow you and your entire team to change the way you operate, from chasing short-term unsustainable revenue spikes to long-term profitable and sustainable growth. Trying Klar is easy. Onboarding is super quick, and every brand gets a dedicated one-on-one onboarding support. Plus, there's a free trial so you can test Klar for yourself without any risk.